Good night. I can't wait to get this night going. I just want to say welcome to the Studying Brew 694. Oh my goodness, we're gonna have a great one. Sorry for getting this thing a little started late. Guys, I just got you're gonna hear in a minute. I just got it so last minute. I had to take all these notes down real quick. But man, what a great blessed day. And I just can't wait to get this thing started. First off, my name is Andy. I am the guy that runs all the back office over here at KonaButterflyz. But you're not here for me, no, because I'm just the hostess with the mostest. You're here for Brandy. She's your professor. She's the teacher. She's the maestra. She's got her Series 6, 63, 26, Series 65, and that Series 7, which makes her more than qualified to teach you all the things you need to know, so that way you too can get a pass notice. And apparently, not just in the one she teaches. Because, man, it has been awesome. Yeah, because it's not just the ones we're teaching anymore. People are passing exams that we don't even teach. We don't even address that on here at all. We've had some great passes today, and I just can't wait to get right into it. Yeah, first off, we are blessed and awesome and it's awesome to be in front of all of you every night, and I just want to say that there isn't a night that I don't say thank you and just grateful for all of you. And I know Brandy thinks the same thing, and it is just a blessing to be here every night, and just to have you guys all in our lives. And it is the thing that keeps us going every night, to do this for almost 700 episodes, to be able to be here and just hear like how people's lives have literally changed. I mean, we've got people that have like gotten married, that met through Kona, that people have gotten babies after, because they, and I know this sounds crazy, but the only thing that was holding them up from like getting married, having babies, going and getting that new house in a different state, leveling up to their other, their businesses, doing all these things, was getting their license, their securities license. It was like the last thing on the checklist. Yeah. And they get it done, and it's like, boom, they just make everything happen. And it's awesome to see that, just be a part of that. I just want to say, yeah, that journey, be part of the catalyst that gets it all going, I guess. Yes. But I just want to say this. It's not just us. It's them. It's you. It's the student. It's you. It's the mindset in which you approach everything, not just one thing, everything, the way you do everything. And if you can just have that discipline and that consistency in the studying, it just transcends to all the other aspects of your life if you just keep that going. And in just keeping that mindset that I will get this, and having the grace. And even if you fail, you fall, your quizzes aren't there, it's not happening, I don't get it, it's not sticking, all these knots that you keep telling yourself, you got to turn it into I will. Do yourself a favor. Every single time you want to say not, say I will. Yep. Every single time. Every single time you think that you can't, you say I can.
It changes everything.
Everything. And in that, I'm telling you, I know you guys think that we're crazy, Californians, smoking that whatever we got going over here that's legal. Promise you, we're sober.
Sunny air.
Completely sober over here. The only thing I smell is the rural area of the horses and the cows, because that's where we live. It's more of that smell than anything. But I'm telling you right now, if you can get your mindset right, if you can start thinking positive, you can start attracting those positive scores, and you start putting the work in, that work ethic that just makes it happen. I'm telling you, it's going to work out.
Absolutely.
So quit saying the nots and the can'ts and all the other stuff, and I'll just never. Those are the worst words you can say to yourself.
And it seems so benign, right? Because you're just like, man, I can't get this.
Yeah, it's not benign.
It's so surprising when you start listening to how you talk to yourself. It's shocking how bad we talk to ourselves.
It's mental cancer.
Yes.
It goes from that one little, I can't. So like it just starts into like every part of your life. It just breeds.
Yes.
And just everything. It's just the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can, you will, you must. That's just the way it's going to happen.
Yep.
So let's get this thing going. We got Test Taking Techniques Tuesday.
Yeah.
It is the day that Brandy teaches those skills, those testing skills that helps you get pass notices. At these are the skills that help you get pass notices for things we don't even teach. And I'll get more into that in just a second. All right, we got our own course material. We got our own audios. We got our own videos. We got our own system. We got our own live sessions. I saw another test prep, and now they're using our words. They're going lives, and it makes me laugh. Anywho, we are the OG with the live sessions, and if you haven't been to those live sessions, check them out. We go over a topic. We do it for about an hour. Brandy shows you how they might test you on the exam, right?
Mm-hmm.
How would we know? We don't have the advanced copy of the test, but we have an idea through all the different Q banks, and we work with all the different Q banks, and we just kind of put them together, and we just figure out, okay, this is like what you might see on the exam. And we kind of go over that because it's not just about getting knowledge, it's applying the knowledge. It's about how to read these questions. As you saw last night, if you were on the Studying Brew, look, it's not always about the content that gets it right. It's about how you're reading it and how you're perceiving that information. And you're just missing, sometimes, a lot of times, people just miss the simplest stuff.
Yeah.
Brandy helps you out with that.
I try.
With our study guides, we got those. They're ebooks, SIE 663. They're $20 each. They're ebooks. You can print them out. We have an orientation replay that explains everything and how everything works and how all the different options we have, paid and free. Watch that. And we have our Kona community, the free online community. Guys, if you're not in our Discord, you need to get on the Discord ASAP. And if you're a member, use that Discord always, like every day. And we have a library over there. Brandy curated all her different lives from the archives that we have for members and put it in a nice, list that you can just go a watchable playlist, if you will, of stuff by areas, by units, functions, whatever you're studying and whatever exam. And then you can go through that, and it's nice and just to the point, plus all the different stuff that we've done through the Sundays, the techniques, the mindset, all that stuff is over there. So utilize that Kona community, that Discord. And like I said, it's free. Well, I mean, what else could you want? It's free. How do you get into all of that? You scan the QR code there, or just hit the link in the chat for that link tree, and just click on which one you need to go into. But I would watch that orientation replay and really find out all the things we do. We also have a Telegram. It's got reminders. It's got some of the stuff Brandy posts on TikTok and YouTube, all that great stuff. Sometimes I even put in there some nice little affirmations.
Yes.
A little kick in the pants sometimes, but you can join that as well. 866 Hey Kona, that's where you can reach me at. You can also reach me on the Telegram, Instagram, and the Discord. But 866 Hey Kona, that is the most direct way to get to me. 866 Hey Kona, 866-439-5662. Brandy is on the Discord. That's where you reach her for those content questions you might have.
Yes.
Right? Hey, quick note. If you're gonna hit up Brandy, give it some time, one.
Yeah.
And if your exam is like tomorrow, you can't be like leaving like questions for her at 10 p.m. the day before and think she's going to have time to get to it before your test at 10 a.m. the next day. Yeah. It's not going to happen. You got to give yourself a little bit more time than that. Plus, you got to build her up like a few days before and let her know that you even have an exam that day.
Yes.
And say, hey, my exam's on Friday. I'm going to be sending you some questions. So that way she at least knows to look out for you.
In fact, especially if it's in a private message, you guys can lead off with my test is on. My test is blank. And then that way, because on my preview when I see it, I go, ooh, this person needs to be responded to faster than the person whose test is maybe 2 weeks away.
Or a month.
Or
2 months away.
Yes. And I did today I slacked off a little bit on Discord because we were looking at some content building, but promise tomorrow.
All right. Yeah. All right. Live session reminder happening tomorrow. We've got some great stuff. We got the 26 and the Series 65. 26 is your question Wednesday. You bring the questions. Brandy brings the answers. Series 65, we're going over ethics. It's going to be a good day.
That's right.
It starts off at 7 a.m. in Hawaii, 10 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Mountain, 12 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. in the East. And then 65 is right after that, 8 a.m. in Hawaii, 11 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Mountain, 1 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. in the East Coast. And that is our Wednesday for the members. As a member, you get into all the different lives. So if you're, if you might be studying for the SIE, why not? You can listen to all that stuff. You don't need to take notes. You don't need to be all crazy with it. But, it's an hour. It's something to listen to while you're at work.
Mm-hmm.
It beats listening to Carol complain about her life again in cubicle 4.
Oh, Carol.
You never know.
Yeah.
It happens. It's like, oh my gosh, if I have to hear about her dog and her husband one more time.
And you go like this. Here's some positivity for you, Carol.
Join the Studying Brew.
Yeah.
Change your life. All right. We have a reminder Saturday. We have a workshop for test taking techniques. If you want to know more about how these fundamentals work and you want to join in, it's 8 a.m. It's the same Zoom code that you're on, 8 a.m. Pacific, that is. But we also have all the different time zones there, 8 a.m. Pacific, 9 a.m. Mountain, 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. East Coast. It's 30 to 45 minutes, but really it's closer to 30. And we go over life questions, securities questions, MLO questions. We just throw in all kinds of different questions. You may even get a question about the Muppets. Who knows what we put in there? The point is we're teaching you concepts and all the different things that we talk about on the regular. Yes. No replays, because if I have to get up early, so do you. And you just got to be there. All right. If you're not following me, oh wait, nobody sent me a post.
This is true.
Nobody. They're all pictures in the product in the process. Like they're all getting their pretty faces and their pictures ready or coming.
Right.
But if you're not following me on Instagram, you need to, because tomorrow, oh my goodness,
fire.
It's gonna be fire.
Yes.
And you're not gonna want to miss out, because when they let me know and they let me mention it, guess what, Brandy?
What happens?
We add another one to the Kona Hall of Fame because we got passers. Yes, we do. We got passers. We got passers upon passers. All right. Woo. All right, guys. Like I was saying, we don't teach the MLO.
No, we do not.
But another one of our students passed the MLO, met with Brandy to really get the techniques down. And a student of ours passed the SIE, the 663.
Yes.
And the 26 with us, and merely missed the 65.
No,
he got the 65.
Hasn't attempted it yet.
He hasn't attempted it yet.
Decided to take the MLO instead.
Yeah, okay, that's what it was. Because I know we were almost through it, and then he was like, okay, that's what happened. He switched gears, started to take the MLO. But congratulations. He's actually on his way driving back from the test center, I think. Or he's busy. He runs like so many different jobs. He's a hustler. And I just want to say congratulations to AB passing the MLO out there in Arizona. I love that guy. That kid's going to be on tomorrow.
Yes.
I say kid because when we met him, he was a youngster, but now he's like a young man and stuff. And I'm like, wow.
Yes.
Time flies.
Yeah.
But so congratulations to AB MLO. What did he say?
So he was basically saying what really got him through, and he'll talk more about it tomorrow, but it was really the fundamental like studying habits and the test taking techniques that really helped him when he was studying. And then of course today pulling it off. This was his first attempt. It
just went for it. Yeah. And guys, like we teach you all the time, like we tell you all the time, when you're with KonaButterflyz, we're not just trying to teach you some boring content. We're trying to teach you how to study, how to excel, how to like learn some techniques, how to get yourself through a lot of different professional exams, because it's not just the SIE you're going to face.
Correct.
So you got to be armed up. You got to be in training for all the different ones. So that way they just fall like dominoes. And that's what it's been for AB. Like, I think most of his exams were first goes. Yeah. First attempts, almost all of them.
Exactly.
So congratulations, AB, on getting that done. And then a weird series of events. You can go ahead and close that off, Brandy.
Okay.
A weird series of events. Brandy does these TikTok videos and whatnot. You guys have seen them, these quick little test taking technique stuff,
like a minute or less.
So, we've been gathering people that follow us on the Instagram, the TikTok, whatnot, and YouTube, and just decided to go to the workshops, hang out in these Studying Brews. Got a shout out. I passed my Series 52. Congratulations to Debbie, passed the Series 52. Legit said that Solomon she didn't feel like Solomon had any study material, that she don't remember seeing anything on the exam at all.
30%
she studied. She's like, so I'm glad I was with KonaButterflyz for all those techniques, because it paid off, got me the win for the Series 52.
Yes.
For all the kids at home that want to take notes on what is the Series 52, what is the Series 52?
It makes you a municipal securities representative.
There you go.
So it's a pretty specialized. So it's like after you guys get like the 7, right? The SIE, the 7, the 66, you can get the 52 after that.
Yeah. So for all my Primericans that are on here, no, you don't get that.
No.
Don't worry about that. We do work with people outside of Primerica, and that is one of them.
Yeah.
So congratulations on getting that Series 52.
What?
Woo!
That's awesome.
All right, now back to what we do.
Yes.
This young man, this young man, he's on with us almost every night, if not every night. He's in the lives. He does the content. He's definitely a Kona crusader. He's gotten his coworkers turned on to us, even helped them pass exams on stuff we don't teach.
Yes.
This guy is you know, he's a go-getter. He's a studier, he's a learner. What do you want to say about him?
How do I want to say it? He's one of those studiers that, you know, maybe needed a little resilience off of the first try, but he super coachable. So super coachable, plugged in, asked questions, super coachable.
And do you know what makes him a great student? He's a great teacher.
Yes.
He's actually a teacher, guys.
Yes.
Congratulations to our good friend and student, and just a legend in the making in himself. That's right. Congratulations to Crofty. We call him Crofty, but his name is Jason Croft. Congratulations on passing the SIE, sir. Just so happy to see you pass that thing. What do you got for me? Congratulations. Can you tell all the fine people here on the brew on how you got this thing done?
I really have to thank one, God, and then two, you guys. Being coachable, guys struggled with it and finally said, "Oh, the hell with it, I'll go with it," and listened and learned, and was able to take these same concepts, and as Andy was saying, talk to some of my teachers that I work with, because they have kids that have serious stress, anxiety when it comes to testing. And these are 17, 18-year-old kids sitting for them, they're SIEs, they're Series 6s. And they were able to take it and use some of these techniques to be successful. And PMA was huge for me. Struggle with it. This was my 5th attempt. So really had a lot of downsides, but that helped me out a lot. Listen to the why wrong was huge for me. Taking that, breaking that down, putting that into play, and then the techniques used today, used opposites, used different, used just vocabulary, keyword connections. Honestly, I was not expecting to see the pass when I got done. And all of a sudden it said pass. I was like, okay, awesome. And here we go. So yeah, just listen to what Andy and Brandy are telling you. And I can't wait. I see hope for my family's future and what we're going to do in Primerica, and just take it to the next level.
Short and sweet, but I love it. And we're not done there. We got to get that Series 6. And it was funny because Brandy and we just got back from the gym, and we literally saw you know, the receipt from you buying the Series 6, and I go, well, I guess he passed.
Well, yeah,
we saw that first, and then the message came.
Yeah, and then because I could scroll up and I just see my previews. I'm a huge preview person, obviously, and I saw that, and then I saw your message on the Discord, and I was like, "Woo!"
Yeah, we were like, what?
Yes, because guys, when you tell me, just for purposes here, when you tell me your test is at 3:00, I know how long these tests take.
Right.
And so at about, hour, 2 hours, depending on the test, I'm like, okay, I'm waiting.
Yeah. And we've learned through experience, the last thing we want to do is like call the person right after their exam.
Do that. So we literally are like,
we'll let you all process first.
Have you heard? Wait, I haven't heard.
Whether it's good or bad.
Literally, guys, that's what we do. When you tell us the time, we start anxiously waiting.
Yeah, and the farther the hours go, we go, oh, all right, well, we'll wait for that text later.
I thought I sent Andy a text right after I got done.
If he sent a picture, I don't know, I'll have to look through it, but I don't think I got a text message.
Yeah, pictures don't come into the text line. It's really weird the way they have it.
Yeah, right. I didn't see it, but if Oh, you know what? It did come through, but no, I just got a message, but no picture. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Hey, you did. I got no notification. I that phone thing is sometimes it doesn't work as well. I'm looking into a different option, but
our new service.
Congratulations,
Yes.
Crofty. That's the main thing. You got it done, and off to the Series 6.
That's right.
Awesome.
Very excited for you.
Yeah, it's not going to be long for you to get this next one. Trust me.
Nope.
All right. Well,
No, I don't think so.
I don't think it's going to happen tonight, but we'll get back to on our next passer. But I'll talk briefly about our next passer. I just want to say, when we talk about techniques and we talk about teaching you a skill, we talk about teaching you a system, and not just the content part of it, but also a system on how to study and just flat out learn how to get it done.
Right.
And go through these exams. No one as much as like, I need to have like an own circle of champions when it comes to this. Like Blandine would be in there.
Yes.
For sure. Yes. We've had other people do this, but Blandine was the last one that was like, went through it like so lightning quick, like 96 days through SIE to the 26.
Yeah.
Well, Lady J on the Discord, Janetta Greer, she passed her Series 63 on April 5th. It is April 18th, guys. And she passed the Series 26. Congratulations to Janetta, Lady J on the Discord. And if you are on the Discord, you've seen that like her very first simulated, like just barely even study, not even really cracking the book for the 26 was already a passing score.
I really
like in the 70s.
I cannot wait to hear from her because we didn't hear from her when she passes.
She's all business.
She is, and she is. She's 2 hours ahead of us too, so that's why we don't see her live on the on the mess.
She was going to be on here tonight, but it's 2 hours ahead. It is a long day for sure. Might have been popping bottles, maybe not, maybe just pure exhaustion.
But I'm so curious on how she did it because she does plug into the message board. I do know she watches the replays, but I want to hear from her on like she said, I don't have a choice. That was one of the things that she did mention to me. She's like, I don't have a choice. I have to get it done by this date. But I want to know what her technique was to kind of get through everything so fast and efficiently.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to hear from her from that. But guys, it was funny. She was like, I see other people posting, another Q bank. Should I do that? And I'm like, no, if it's not broke, we don't fix it.
Exactly.
Like you just keep doing what you're doing because you're fire. So when she literally sends me a message, it was all I passed. And I was like, I no other words other than 1000% fire. Like that's just what you are.
And that's a great point. I'm not going to talk too much more about Lady J. Not that I don't want to give her the proper props or anything, but she is hopefully going to talk tomorrow. So I don't want to have too much about it tonight, but you did just bring up a great point. And also congratulations to all the passers before I move on to this next one. Yes, let's keep going.
Yes.
We're at 90, by the way. So 90 passers so far.
Fire.
Got 10 more, guys. Let's go.
Come on, guys.
But you brought up a great point, that people, sometimes see people doing quizzes in Solomon on our, are using that Solomon Q-Link on our Discord. People use Kaplan. Some of them use Pass Perfect. There's been an AB Banker. There's been a STC, all these different Q banks. And then people are like, I didn't pass with, X brand of Q bank. Should I switch up my Q banks to a different one that I see people taking and I saw this person pass? And you start like wanting to like use and experiment with all these different, especially outside of Primerica, guys. And I know there's a lot of people on Primerica, but outside of like Primerica, like a lot of these people have to keep their jobs. And the only way they do it is by passing these exams.
Right.
So they literally go out and buy like 5-6 different like study preps and like
packages.
So,
like lots of money.
Like we're talking thousands of dollars on this stuff.
Yes.
Last one was Carolyn.
Yeah.
She's like, dude, I would have saved like thousands of dollars if I would have just found you because that's all I needed for the last few exams.
Yeah.
And but getting back to it, and Brandy said, look, if you're passing exams with a certain Q bank and you've got a certain system that's working for you and you're winning, you don't stop.
No, you don't change.
You don't, like in drag racing, we call it like we don't change the tune-up.
Right.
We're winning.
Right.
Do not decide to do anything different just because you see a different car doing a different thing. No, you've been winning. You do the exact same thing. each and every time until you don't get a win. And then we look and see what we can do to have a different tune-up going down the next one.
Right.
Exactly. Then we make adjustments. But if you're winning and you're getting you keep passing exams like Lady J, there's no way in heck I would ever tell her to switch up her Q bank, switch anything.
No,
I didn't even coach her. I didn't get in there. Nothing. That's by the way, when you guys have your own teams, that's how you coach. When you got somebody winning and they're winning good, they don't need a lot of your coaching in there. It might throw them off.
Yeah, like for me and her, our relationship was more of a like, I'm here if you need me. We got the questions, and she was accountable.
Right. That's what she needed.
That's what she needed.
And a few questions on here and there.
Exactly.
But the system was in place and she just followed it, for what I know.
Exactly.
And that's what we want you guys to do. Find a winning combination for you and go win. And then when you can't figure it out, let us help you coach, but we got to see you on the Discord and all that other stuff. So
absolutely,
congratulations to all our passers. And what a night. What a night.
So exciting.
MLO Series 52.
I know.
I'm trying to get that on my Instagram.
I know.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
I know there's other people that go there. They say they're the gurus of securities. I'm like, yeah, but you don't got a Series 52 on your wall.
You could be this.
You don't got MLO on your wall.
But I want to be the guru of positivity and
I want to be the
test passing.
No. I want to be the guru of just passing exams.
That's what I said.
Period. Yeah.
Passing. Exam passing.
I don't want just one knit. I want plumbers on there with their plumber thing, whatever it is.
Bring us your exams.
Yeah, I collect pass notices. All right, everybody.
Well, that was a big declaration there. Give me all the pass. Give me all your
why
exams.
not? I don't care. What if we helped you pass? It's all going on the Kona Hall of Fame. Let me know.
Yes.
Like I know we helped Crofty's coworkers
with our medical assistant.
Yeah, give me that one. Give me a pass notice with that. I'll put that picture up. Heck yeah.
Yes.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it, guys.
Test taking techniques Tuesday. Let's go. We talked about the techniques. Now it's time to show you what we mean. We got rules to test taking techniques Tuesday. Rule number 1, you're not allowed to ask what exam did that question come from. As you've seen, it doesn't matter. Look, guys, people are passing exams that we're not even teaching it. It's the technique. It's the skill set. It's the foundation. It's the things that we're trying to show you, the fundamentals. You can apply it to anything. Shoot, we show it to our junior high kids. Guys, pay attention to the what she's doing. Why did she read the answers first? What is she doing with what is she writing on the paper? What was the connections? All that stuff. Follow that. Look at how she's doing that. And even if you're confused on that, attend Saturday in the morning, 8 a.m. We'll be going over those fundamentals. All right. But then rule number 2, how do we get good at anything? We practice, right? So rule number 2, as soon as we're done here, you're going to unplug from here and you're going to go get yourself a 10-question flash quiz. That's right. 10 questions. Flash quiz. And what does that mean? 10 questions, 10 minutes, no thought, just technique, just learning and playing with the skill sets, just learning how to do these skill sets. No overthinking, no really putting that much thought into it. And you know what's funny is our overthinkers, when they do this right, they start to learn that they're the reason why their scores aren't there, because they think way too much. If they give themselves less time to think, their scores go up. Crofty's shaking his head. He learned.
Yes.
Jamie shaking her head. She learned. She's fully licensed now. Thinking way too much can get you.
Yep.
So there we go. So let's go, Brandy.
Let's do it. So Andy asked for a long question.
Oh, I forgot to say that. Any unit, any section, anywhere.
Any function. Anything.
Whatever you're studying.
Anything. It could be your weakest area. It could be your easiest area. It could be a mixed bag. Whatever you want. Whatever you want. All right. So I got scoffing. Is scoffing like when you go, oh.
Yeah, that's what I always visualize as scoff. You scoff at you.
Scoff. And I'm thinking, is that securities?
I don't know.
Anyways, trade stuffing. I'm picturing.
Where did you get this question from?
This is from
It doesn't matter. No. That's not what I was talking about. Exam prep.
This is Solomon.
Okay.
Yeah. So trade stuffing. I'm like, so I just imagine a turkey.
Is that going to turkey? I was just say the same thing. Is that going to turkey?
Turkey. And then running a high yield investment program. Well, it has the word investment in it, so that's good. And high yield means like high reward, high profit, high return.
Yep.
Right. So
If I was a farmer, that means I got a lot of corn in the silo.
Right. So I just picture lots
Somebody
of
in Kansas right now is going, oh, now I understand what you mean.
Right. And then spoofing. Isn't that like Screams were? No, not Screams. Screams was the real movie. There was another movie.
Yeah, it's like no. Yeah, Scream what?
Scream was the real one, I think.
I don't even
and
care. I don't even know.
The Wayans brothers.
I don't know.
Anyways, spoof.
Yeah.
It's a joke.
Right.
Right. Now, look, can these 3 be securities terms? Maybe. I don't know. I don't really care because when I saw this, I was like, what? What?
What the what?
Now, test taking technique wise, I will straight up tell you, well, because I know for sure C is the only thing that mentions investment, and this is an investment test.
Right.
I'm pretty much thinking that that's the answer. But let's go like this. Check this out. If you guys look at that block of words, doesn't the quotes kind of stand out?
Yeah.
Right?
High reward and low risk, I see there.
There you go. Guaranteed to make money. Isn't that running a high yield investment program? High reward, low risk, guaranteed to make money. Doesn't it all kind of point to that?
Yeah.
There.
Why do you need to read all that?
Guys, most of the time, if you know what's happening in those answer choices, you don't need to fully read that. Now, there are times where I say you got to look at every word on the screen.
I mean, but if you look at the last sentences, which of the following best describes the violation that Tom and the site's organizers are committing? Do you honestly think there's a violation in the book that says scoffing? Do you think there's one that says trade stuffing?
I don't even know.
Or spoofing?
But we tend to see.
I'm going to guarantee those are probably not illegal violations of any kind in any legal book.
Yeah. I don't know.
Tom, you're arrested for spoofing.
But you guys see, like, let's I try to now just look at my answers. And I try just not to think about the amount of words on the screen.
Right.
Because I would handle the short question just like I'm going to handle the long question. Okay.
All right, let's rock out the next one.
All right. So I got securities may not be purchased with borrow money in a short margin. Customers borrow securities for short sales. Well, I mean, that kind of makes sense, right? Short margins, short sales, they're all kind of like, it's the same word, right? Yeah. Long margin, customers borrow money, and in a cash account, the customer pays in full. So what I've seen here is like, I've got, first of all, these ones all kind of stand out as like in a short margin, in a long margin, in a cash account, right? So this one kind of is like odd because it just says securities may not be. So it doesn't talk about any type of
just telling you what you can't do.
Yeah, there's like no right? There's no And then the other thing I'm noticing is that this says borrow money and this says borrow money.
Borrow.
So it's in the opposites. Jason mentioned the opposite. He also mentioned the one that's different. So A is what we call a double dip, because not only does it stand out as being different, but it's also in an opposite situation. So I'm just going to go say it's probably A. Now, if I was taking my quizzes, I would hit A. I wouldn't even read the question. But if I'm on my test, I'm going to say, I'm pretty sure the answer is A. All the following statements about securities purchases are true, except, okay, yes. And just like you see in the chat, somebody put it's an except question. Absolutely. So I was pretty sure it was A. I'm on the test, so I should probably just double check. Boom, done.
Yeah. And what I would do is like, you already know it's odd. You already see that pattern. You already in your head is like, oh, it's an except.
Yeah.
That's the answer.
Exactly. Don't think about it. Look at how fast. Look, I was explaining and we went fast, right?
Right.
All right. So I got a collateral trust bond. I got a debenture. I got an equipment trust certificate, and I got a mortgage bond. Again, that says collateral. That says equipment. That says mortgage. The only one different is B, right?
Yeah, because those 3 would be accepted at your local pawn shop.
Okay. Exactly.
Right?
There's some kind of physical aspect.
There's some sort of physical, like you give me your house.
Right.
I can do something with that. I can resell it.
But I don't remember the word debenture. Well, maybe we don't have to remember the word debenture.
I'm in a pawn shop and you come at me with some debentures. I don't want your dentures. That's what the guy's probably going to say.
Exactly. Who? So a written promise made by a corporation to pay the principal at its due date and interest on a regular basis, one of the debt issues, but backed by no physical assets or titles of assets. I mean, it tells us right here. There's no physical assets.
Look at it this way. If you weren't studying and you barely just studied, do you see that you could have answered that just by the simple fact that those three there, are physical things. You don't even know what a debenture is, but you're like, you know what? That one doesn't fit.
And a lot of times, guys, we get caught up on like, man, I don't remember what the heck a debenture is.
Who cares at this one, on this one?
There's a lot of times where it doesn't matter because the other answers point in the direction.
Exactly. The other answers are pointing in the direction of what it is. The worst thing you could do is overthink it and not pick the one that you automatically would have picked because you didn't know.
I remember when we first started this, somebody would tell me, well, I had a feeling the answer was B, but because I didn't know what that word was, I picked A.
Why?
Why? If you knew the answer was B, just pick B. See? Good. All right. So I did want to pick this one because it has, like, again, a lot of words.
A lot of word answers.
So I'm going to do this. So all the words start with because, right? Because. Anyways. And then it says financial institution, and then it has First State Bank, First State Bank, First State Bank. So if you guys are noticing something about me, I don't read because a financial institution is the trustee. First State Bank does not serve as a fiduciary role. I don't do that.
It's a timed exam.
It's timed, right? But I do see this does not serve as a fiduciary. Bro, if you're a trustee, you're a fiduciary.
Right.
That's not an answer. First Bank serves as a trustee. They are not permitted to use this information to solicit purchases. Okay, that would make sense because, guys, you're not allowed to use information for your good, right?
Thanks for this information. I'm going to go ahead and make money with that.
But let's keep going because I did see the word except. So not permitted to use this information, solicit purchases, except at the request and behalf of the issuer. Okay.
Reasonable, as I like to say.
Andy's favorite word, reasonable. C says, because First Bank serves as a trustee, they are never. Ooh, we don't like that word, never.
Never.
Usually not true.
Absolutes usually don't work out.
And because First Bank serves as a trustee, they are entitled to use this information. No, you're not entitled to anything in securities world. So that makes the most sense. Now, look, you guys are probably thinking, what, trustee? I don't know these words. I'm just now starting to study because you're an adult.
So in the chat, someone put most detailed explanation was B. Look, yeah, that's true, but sometimes that's a trap. Just because it's the most detailed doesn't always mean that. So always look for the one that's more reasonable.
Right.
Like that seemed reasonable, and like you said, it had the best explanation, which is true.
Exactly. If it sounds test-like, it's probably the answer.
Yeah.
Right. And so like there a lot of this we didn't need 2060. If we would have started with the question and we'd have came up to that FINRA rule 2060, a lot of us would have been like, dude.
Oh man. Brandy, you didn't tell me about no rule 2060.
I didn't know I had to memorize rule numbers. No, you don't.
No, you just need to read the question and the answer there.
Didn't even need it. All right. Okay, I definitely want to do that one. Okay, so I got, again, this is another one of those answers where it's like, just like Crofty said, it's a keyword situation. I got trade shedding. That is shredding. That I always say shedding. Trade shredding. That is a real thing.
Much worse, Brandy, with those words.
So that's when we take something big like cheese. Just think of cheese. And this does happen. We have a large order. We're going to make it short, right? But I'm trying not to use securities. Inner positioning sounds like, there's something going in between, right?
Yeah, I think erasing when you try to get it on the inside.
Right. There you go. Selling away means, here's my, that's my sailboat. Sailing away.
Sailing away, but selling away.
It's just away. It's just away. It's just away. It's just not here. Right. So it's away. And then churning. I don't know why they love this one, but it's excessive. Okay. I guess if you churn milk enough, it turns into butter.
Right.
I don't know. Excessive churning makes butter. I don't know.
Brandy is not a dairy.
Nah, I'm not. When a broker
dairy maid
uses another broker dealer. Okay. Does that sound like cheese? No. Does that sound like away? No. Does that sound like excessive? No. It sounds like if I'm getting in the middle there.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's it. Okay. So numbers freak people out. I'm going to show you guys a number question. Definitely cheese. Okay. 10, 100, 10,000, 1,000.
Yes.
Okay. So.
Ooh, splendid spaghetti.
It's my favorite spaghetti.
Splendid spaghetti.
Splendid. Okay. So they have 10 million shares outstanding. So I'm going to just do this. 10 million.
Do you think their competitors delicious spaghetti?
Delicious delights. Delightful dishes. Anyways, 10 million shares outstanding. It wants to open up several new restaurants and decides to issue 1 million in a rights offering. So check this out. Okay. Now so watch, I'm going to cross off my zeros.
1 million.
So it's 10 to 1, isn't it?
10 to 1. Yes.
Okay. Now my good friend here, the stockholder, he owns 1,000 shares. And it says, how many shares will she have the right to purchase in a rights offering? Well, if it's 10 to 1 and I have 1,000, that means I just have to cross off. I just have to cross off 1 because it's 10 to 1, right? 10 to 1. So I only have to cross off 1 0. That's how I did it. 10 to 1, cross off 1 0. Boom.
Just like Jacqueline Hernandez put in the chat.
Exactly. Now you guys could do them like, some of us can look at this and go, oh, well, 1 million of 10 million, that's 10%.
Yeah, they do them. I don't know.
You could do that and figure that out. But I kind of like to try to cross off my zeros. 10 to 1. That means I'm going to have that extra 0. I mean, I got to take off that extra 0. There's 1,000. Take off the 0. I am left with 100. Love Kona math. Thank you.
That's the fast way around the track.
Exactly.
Look, everybody, is there a formula that you could have used? Yeah. Is there a way to do all the long math? Sure.
Yeah.
But when you're in the exam and you got like 10 minutes left and you got like 60 questions left, don't ask me. I don't know what happened in your exam. Maybe you had bad gas. I don't know what happened. It was just a bad morning. And you just got that extra, you don't have all that time.
Right.
This is a way to get that question right. Doing the old Kona math, simplifying it, and you know what? There you go.
Exactly.
It's all about the pass notice. I guarantee you, no one at the door is going to ask you, can you show me the work on that one? I noticed on question 60, I didn't see that.
I'll give you extra credit if you show your work.
Oh, it's not going to happen.
You did the math teachers that did that.
Or, you didn't get that one right because there was no work shown.
I got the answer, didn't I? Oh my gosh, guys, that was my struggle.
Yeah, exactly.
Struggle's real, yo.
So there you go. Yeah, Kona math keeps the anxiety away. That's for sure.
Thank you.
Congratulations to all our passers. We're going to have some pass notice pictures up on the Instagram. I hope you guys see those and everywhere else that Kona leaves its mark.
All the socials.
All the socials. And the Discord. But I just want to say thank you for Crofty. Thank you to Crofty for sharing that with us tonight.
Yes.
And I can't wait for you to get your Series 6. But it's not about them, guys. It's about you. It's your turn. Go get that quiz going. Go get a study session in. Be consistent. Be deliberate. And be intentional with every study session that you do. Don't just waste that time. Until then, everybody, keep safe. Wash your hands, don't touch your face, don't touch your friend's face. That's all I know. And keep that positive mental attitude. PMA, everybody. Have a great night.
Thank you guys for being on. We super appreciate you. Don't forget to take that flash quiz before you go to sleep tonight. Practice those techniques, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great one.